Hey Explorers, I'm Mariah, co-owner of Explore Estes and your guide to adventure in Estes Park, Colorado. Whether you're planning a trip during peak season or any other time of year, you're in for an unforgettable experience. In this guide, we'll cover essential tips of the 5 things you must know when visiting Estes Park, Colorado to ensure you have a fantastic time exploring this scenic destination. Let's dive in. First, if you're planning a visit to Rocky Mountain National Park during the summer or fall season, it requires a bit of foresight as Rocky Mountain National Park now requires reservations during the peak season. If you plan to visit the national park between the end of May or Memorial Day weekend to about mid-October, you will need to make a reservation in advance. If you're visiting the national park from late October to mid-May, you do not need to worry about a reservation and can enter the park freely. The park's increased popularity means it can get extremely crowded, so to manage the influx of visitors and preserve the park's natural beauty, reservations are now required for entry during peak times in the summer and fall seasons. While booking your reservation in advance, you not only secure your access to the park, but also help reduce overcrowding and maintain the serenity of the stunning wilderness. Plus, planning ahead allows you to better schedule your activities and make the most of your time exploring the park's iconic trails, scenic viewpoints, and abundant wildlife. However, there are still ways to avoid this system if you're unable to grab a reservation for your trip. See the description below for links to resources and details on the timed entry reservation system in Rocky Mountain National Park to better help you plan your visit. Next, let's talk about getting around the area. Navigating Estes Park in any month can be difficult as very limited options are available. Unlike other tourist towns, ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft very rarely operate in Estes Park no matter the season, so do not rely on ride-shares to get you around or out of town. Public transportation like free shuttles in town, hiker shuttles into Rocky Mountain National Park, and buses from Denver to Estes Park are only operational during peak season months, with limited hours from the end of May until about the end of September. For more freedom, your best bet is to bring your own vehicle or utilize local ride services like us at Explore Estes to get around the area. At Explore Estes, we are a licensed transportation business that offers rides within Estes Park, ride services down the mountain as far as Boulder and Fort Collins, and rides to or from trailheads in the Rocky Mountain National Park. See the description below for a link to request our ride services in town. Some rental options are available, but they are also very limited in town. Rentals include Uptop Automotive, who offer a few local vehicles, and Backbone Jeep Rentals, who specialize in 4x4 rentals. The Turo app is another rental choice with a few vehicles available. While inconveniences like large crowds, long wait times, traffic jams, and construction can cause frustration, it's essential to remain patient and understanding with one another. Remember to be patient with the locals as they're here to ensure you have a great time and enjoy your experience in Estes Park, as many of these things are out of our control. By maintaining a positive attitude and respect for the community, you'll contribute to a pleasant atmosphere for everyone. And this goes both ways, as locals should also show patience to visitors who come to see the beauty that Estes Park has to offer. And speaking of beauty, the natural beauty of Estes Park and its surroundings is a precious resource that we strive to preserve for future generations to enjoy. Whether you're hiking through Rocky Mountain National Park, exploring scenic trails in Roosevelt National Forest, or simply admiring the breathtaking vistas in Estes Park, it's essential to practice responsible stewardship of the land. Stay on designated trails whenever possible to minimize erosion, pack out all trash and litter, and avoid disturbing wildlife or vegetation. By following Leave No Trace principles and minimizing your environmental impact, you can help maintain the pristine beauty of the area and ensure it remains a haven for outdoor enthusiasts for years to come. Remember to take only photos, leave only footprints, and make only memories, as everything is protected from the wildlife to the vegetation like flowers and pine cones and even the rocks. And speaking of wildlife, Estes Park is home to creatures big and small, from rodents and birds to majestic elk and moose to elusive predators like bears and mountain lions. When encountering any of these creatures in their natural habitat, it's important to maintain a safe distance and observe them from afar. A good rule of thumb is to hold your arm straight out and your thumb up when you see a wild animal in the distance. If you can't cover the animal in your line of sight with your thumb, then it's time to take some steps back as you're way too close. While these encounters can be thrilling, it's crucial to remember that we are guests in their home. Refrain from feeding or approaching any wildlife and avoid behaviors that may disrupt their natural behavior patterns. By respecting the wildlife in their habitats, you not only ensure your own safety, but also contribute to the conservation of these iconic species and their ecosystems that they inhabit. I hope these tips help you make the most of your visit to Estes Park, Colorado, whether you're exploring during the bustling peak season or the quieter shoulder season. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions or share your experience if you visited the area before. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more informational videos about visiting Estes Park, Colorado and Rocky Mountain National Park on the east side. Until next time, happy exploring!